Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how airplanes turn. Many people think that the rudder turns the airplane. They're wrong, and that misconception can get a pilot killed. Here's what happens every time a plane changes direction. An airplane in flight wants to do one thing: go straight. That's inertia, Newton's first law, alive in the cockpit. To change direction, you need a force pulling the airplane towards the center of a turn. That force is called centripetal force. Without it, the nose can point anywhere you like and the airplane won't follow. So if the rudder doesn't steer the plane, what does? Let's kill the myth first. The rudder controls yaw. It swings the nose left and right about the vertical axis, but yaw alone doesn't produce a real change in direction. Push the rudder by itself and you get an increase in drag, a drop in airspeed, and an uncoordinated mess of a flight path. The rudder's job during a turn is to keep the plane coordinated, not to initiate the turn. To turn the airplane, you need to bank using the ailerons. Here's why that works. Lift always acts perpendicular to the direction of the airflow. In straight and level flight, the wings are level, so lift points straight up, opposing gravity. The moment you bank, the lift vector tilts with the wings. Now lift isn't purely vertical anymore. It splits into two components. One still fighting gravity, which is a vertical component of lift, and one pointing sideways towards the center of the turn. This is a horizontal component of lift. That horizontal component is your centripetal force in the turn. That's what turns the airplane. The steeper the bank, the stronger that horizontal pull, and the tighter the turn. There is a cost to banking. The vertical component of lift gets weaker. Left alone, the airplane starts to descend. To hold altitude, the pilot needs to add back pressure, raising the angle of attack and increasing the total lift until the vertical component is restored. Too little back pressure and you're descending. Too much and you risk an accelerated stall. Steeper banks don't just feel more dramatic, they demand more from the airframe. Load factor is a ratio of lift which the wings must produce compared to the airplane's weight. This is measured in Gs. In a 60-degree bank, load factor hits 2 Gs. The wings are working twice as hard. And here's a critical part. As load factor increases, the stall speed also goes up with it. Steep turns require proper airspeed and smooth inputs for this exact reason. One more thing working against you: adverse yaw. When you bank right, the right aileron deflects up and the left one deflects down. The down aileron on the outside wing generates more lift, which in turn increases drag. That extra drag tries to yaw the nose to the left, opposite to the turn. You fight this by adding rudder in the direction of the turn. The inclinometer, that little ball in the turn coordinator, tells you if you're coordinated. Ball centered? Good. The ball sliding out? Add more rudder. Uncoordinated turns increase drag, hurt performance, and raise your stall and spin risk. To sum it all up, ailerons establish a bank, the tilted lift vector supplies centripetal force, back pressure maintains altitude, and coordinated rudder keeps the ball centered and the airplane flying efficiently. Every normal turn, from a gentle pattern entry to a steep turn on your check ride, works exactly this way. This isn't just theory for the written test. Understanding how airplanes turn directly affects how you recognize stalls, manage risk, and fly with precision. In the next lesson, we'll take this foundation into turning tendencies, the forces that fight your inputs on every flight. To continue learning, make sure you follow us on all of our socials, and once again, thanks for watching.